Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Hopefully, I'm speaking clear enough for you guys. But welcome to another episode of Steve's Wrestling Ramble. As I just said, been a wild and crazy week with sports. Chicago Cubs World Series. I was up last night till like 2 a.m. Up to 2 a.m. Not because I'm a Cubs fan. I'm from Wisconsin, as you guys know, from watching my other videos, and my NFL podcast called Talking Packers with Steve. Your show. I'm from Wisconsin. Even though you never know, there are Packer fans nationwide in the United States and worldwide. So I guess that doesn't automatically say I live in Wisconsin, but I do. Point being, is that with the Chicago Cubs, I know somebody that is a fan of theirs, and I say that in my video. I just did a video earlier this morning or earlier today about the Chicago Cubs. So I knew somebody on both sides. I knew the Cleveland Indian fan. I knew a Chicago Cub fan, and I actually was rooting for the Cubs. My prediction was the Cubs in 7 games. I don't know. I don't think I predicted the Cubs and the Indians in the World Series when the playoffs started in baseball. When the 100th of October started. But happy that it ended up being the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. Like I said, Jay from Talking WWE with Jay, he fan of the Cleveland Indians, and John, who is part of my Talking Packers with Steve sometimes, a fellow Packer fan, who I met last year at the Thanksgiving Day game, so the 1-year anniversary of that is coming up soon. But anyways, he is a fan of the Chicago Cubs, and I was rooting actually for the Cubs because of their streak or losing streak of at least World Series with the droughts, the curse of the goat, and the Steve Bartman thing, and some fans that were interviewed here locally in Wisconsin that are Chicago Cubs fans. And like I said, I talk about that in that video, but so that's going on. Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NFL start, week 10. Now we're in double digits, week 10, and the NFL season starting tonight. I know not everybody in the world is an NFL fan, but there's a high amount of people that are nationwide and worldwide. So a lot of things going on, but I was able to have this show on regularly. My NFL show will be on tomorrow in the afternoon. I was trying to get my amigo, my friend, and cohort at Talking WJ, Stephen A. Yeah, you can follow him on Twitter at StephenA1181. He's a good follow. He talks about a lot of stuff. He's a Pacer fan from the area there. So he's a Colts fan. My team's facing his team this weekend, Packers versus Colts in the NFL. So he's a good follow, and he is part of Talking WJ, very smart guy, knowledgeable about the business of professional wrestling. If it wasn't for the fact that he has other things going on in his life, plus I see him on the regular on Talking WJ and that show here on YouTube, he definitely would have been on my short list for a co-host here because he's that down smart, just as smart. Mark Ramble is just as smart as Stephen A. They both are smart men, knowing about the business and being fans for as long as they both have been. But I'm just saying with my working relationship with Stephen A. For the last couple of years, actually, get to know how smart really he is about pro wrestling in general. I also definitely follow him on Twitter at StephenA1181. If you do, let him know I sent you there. Like I said, I try to have him as a guest for my NFL show. Right now, I'm actually trying to see if I can get my chat up for this episode. I know it's live there, but I don't know if I can. And I can't get to it access here on my end. So if Palmer J. Simmons or anybody else that's here regularly, if Cooter's here, Mike Malone, others, I apologize I can't get to the chat. But let me know, if you do follow me, let me know in my DMs if you are watching live and if you are able to chat on there yourselves, because on my end, can't really access it as of right now. And as of right now, Mark Rambo's not here for this episode. Hopefully everything's okay over there. I'm sure he'll join in at some point. Busy life, busy stuff. But we'll see. So I guess I'll just dive into things in general, just a Survivor Series preview, SmackDown Live, and all what went on there. Dean Ambrose officially becoming the number one contender there, which is what we were hoping for, because I was wondering what other direction would it be going in that way for the WWE World title and AJ Styles. Randy Orton officially joining the Wyatt family and that promo there. So certainly a lot of things going on. SmackDown Live and then Monday Night Raw with the Jericho on his list and everything. Kevin Owens. But the build to Survivor Series is actually pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to the event. As I see here, looking at the card, or at least the cards, at least of the three. Okay, the card in general looks fairly interesting to me. Obviously, we got Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg as the main event. And then for the men's traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup, on Team SmackDown Live, we got Baron Corbin. We're going to take French Dean Ambrose, WWE World Champion AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, and Randall Keith Orton, Randy Orton. Team Raw, we got Roman Reigns, United States Champion, Kevin Owens, WWE Universal Champion, Braun Strowman, the Muscle, Y2J, Chris Jericho, and then the unknown. Now, there have been rumors or whatever that, or a screenshot was taken from WWE.com that spoiled it. And I guess if you don't want me to spoil it, I won't say it here, but let's just say I hope it's not that individual. But I can see why they might do it that way. And I'll just hover back to the Battle Royal from Monday Night Raw, and you'll know what I'm talking about in that way. Also, if you already know what I'm talking about in general. And as I look down here, we have the women's 5-on-5 Team Raw versus Team SmackDown Live, and I'm going to go through this until Mark is able to join in. But for the time being, here for SmackDown Live, and, for the women, we have Nikki Bella as the captain, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, and Carmella, and the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, and also Natalia's the coach. So I guess they decided to have a coach, having a coach be Natalia be a coach for the SmackDown Live team because they don't really have anything to really put or any reason, I guess, even though it is a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. She could be eliminated quick if you wanted to, and it wouldn't ruin her credibility. So if you didn't want to put her on the team in general, that's why you had that match with Nikki Bella in that way. But you don't want her off the card in general or at all, so you have her as a coach. I don't know. That's interesting to me. I mean, I'm not upset about it. Just want to share my opinion there. On the Raw side, we have the WWE Raw Women's Champion Charlotte, Jay's favorite Nia Jax. We just got done talking about her on Talking WWJ. We had a mega episode tonight because we didn't have a Raw review or a SmackDown Live review, unfortunately, this week. Which will be coming back next week live, but we had a taped video or a taped episode today that should be uploaded by now on the channel. And obviously we're talking about Nia Jax. Nia Jax, part of the Raw team for the women's division, and in that traditional 5-5, Bayley as well, and two people left. Who could it be? Like I said, when Mark's able to join in the episode, we'll talk about that too. Who could be the final two members of Team Raw for the women's match? Now for the tag team ones. There's a lot of vacant spots here, as I can see here from the photo here on WWE.com /Survivor Series /2016. On the Raw side, since their road to Survivor Series just started, basically we have the New Day. SmackDown Live, we have the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, Rhino and Heath Slater, the Hype Bros, the Usos, and American Alpha, and then another tag team, TBA, to be determined. And then for Raw, pretty much everybody else to be determined, but the tag team champions. And as I just see, Mark has, as I can see in the corner of my screen here, Mark has joined in. I think that's him.
Yes, I am here. I am here.
Can you try that again? I didn't hear you.
Are you there, Steve?
Oh, yes, I can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay.
As you sure heard me desperate of who's the members of each team and everything, let's start with let's actually start with the tag team division. Let's go for, we'll go from the least to the best, and we'll go starting here with the tag team division. Who do you think could be the last tag team, or should be? I mean, there's not really that many on SmackDown Live on that side, and in general, who do you see as of right now? Early predictions or early prognostication, but nothing official until we get to that prediction episode, which I hope is going to be a big one. But beyond that, for the tag team division, who do you see for SmackDown Live as the final tag team, and overall, just as how it is and how it could shape up? Who do you see having the advantage on paper for SmackDown Live and Raw on the traditional Survivor Series tag team one?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the Usos. either the Usos or you're talking for the SmackDown division, right?
Yeah, I was asking who do you think is the final tag team? Because right now they have the tag team champions, Heath Slater and Rhino, the Hype
Hmm.
Bros, the Usos, and American Alpha. There's one more tag team to be determined. And then overall, who do you think has the advantage on paper, just looking at it as of right now?
Well, if you're talking brands for the Survivor Series, I'm gonna have to go with SmackDown on this one, but only because I feel like they're more seasoned wrestlers. You know, in my opinion, I feel like SmackDown has a better team. In my opinion, I feel like Raw has just been struggling overall. Other than Goldberg coming back, I feel like Raw is just in the hellhole. From what I hear, is not doing good at all. So I feel like SmackDown, they're only gonna have the better advantage. I feel like if they wanted to, they could let Raw win the Survivor Series match. But in my opinion, in my choice, I'm gonna have to say SmackDown has the better overall advantage, just considering the history of the tag teams in which SmackDown had, like the tag teams and how far
Mm-hmm.
and how deep they've went when it comes to getting the championship belt. And also they have newcomers who are favorited to win the championships in the near future, which will be
Mm-hmm.
American Alpha. So I'm going with the SmackDown division because I feel like they're just a little bit more up to date, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and I agree there. I think that even overall, I know we're going to go into the next one and then the next one, but just here at this
Uh-huh.
point, I could say that I think for SmackDown Live, for me, I might actually say I have the edge for them in each of these ones. But I think obviously Raw's going to win one. And it's probably going to go in that order. They're going to have the tag team one first, and they have the women's one, and then they have the men's one for the main event, at least of the main event for the traditional Survivor Series matches. Um,
Uh-huh.
and Raw's going to win one, SmackDown's going to win one, SmackDown Live's going to win one, and then for all the marbles at the end. But I think in general, for why SmackDown should be the favorites for all of these, it's just the fact of how SmackDown has been with 2 hours and how they progressed, especially, and then in the women's division of other feuds, making them all important. Seems like then on Raw, just having 2 or 3 leading
Charlotte.
that horse, yeah. So
Yeah, Charlotte
carrying
especially.
Raw pretty much, so. And then even the tag team division, it seems like just a new day and everybody else as of right now. Um,
They're
so
struggling
in
too.
Raw, you have more time, but you're not using it to build the other parts of your roster. Then on SmackDown, which has 2 hours and shortened, it seems like everything flows better, and it just seems like
Definitely.
everybody seems like important from the low part of the card to the main event or main event's stature. So, um, but for the women's match, like I said, there's 2 spots still open for the Raw team. There's only there's 7 on each side of Raw and SmackDown Live, as I checked earlier today. Overall for the rosters, but for Raw, 2 spots left. Mark Ramble, who do you think will be, should be, could be, all that other stuff? The 2 final members to be announced or picked and whatever for the Raw team in that battle in the women's division.
Well, of course they already have Nia Jackson there. I feel like it could have been Dana Brooke, honestly. It could have been, but from what I'm hearing, Dana Brooke's having some issues with the business, and unfortunately, I would love to see her be pushed because I feel like just physically, she has what it takes. She could probably work on the mic skills a little bit. I see her possibly being in one of the spots. And honestly, I don't know if Bailey is necessarily in the in the Survivor Series match. Would you happen to know if she was? I didn't actually catch up on that one.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yes, as of right now on the Raw side, the 3 members that are confirmed and on this poster are WWE Raw Women's Champion Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Bailey.
Okay, definitely. There's not much people necessarily in the women's division in Raw, so it's a little difficult to talk about. But honestly, since there's not many people, I could see Dana Brooke possibly being in there. Then they give her a slight push after Heron, who's in the Survivor Series match already. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a little difficult to find another person because Sasha Banks just came back from a feud with Charlotte. They can't just go put her in a match like that, which possibly could happen, but I don't think it will because she's been in technically every pay per view, back to back to back with Charlotte. Only
Mhm.
reason Charlotte is in there is because she's the women's champion. Of course, they're gonna have somebody of that caliber, leading the pack. Um, it's a little hard to find somebody who could also be in there because it's such little women wrestlers. But I'm gonna have to just go with Dana right now. I can't honestly make up the decision because it's so hard.
Oh yeah, that's fine. And heck, I was even just while you were talking, trying to think for my own answer. Trying to think in my head who's still left on the roster to pick from for Raw. I mean, technically, from what I remember, we also have Emelina who's supposed to be debuting sometime soon.
Oh
Emma
yeah.
now turning into Emelina. So we got Emelina. Summer Rae technically still on the Raw roster. Paige, with her situation, is technically still on the Raw roster. That's two of the seven. As I said, both sides have seven women for their respective brands. Because on SmackDown Live, as I said, Natalia's going to be the coach. And I already gave my thoughts on that. But Eva Marie's the seventh woman on the SmackDown Live women's roster. So that's their seven. And on Raw, like I said, Summer Rae, Paige. That's why I think it's going to be my predictions on this one. Um, my prediction, set in stone, Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks will be the last two. I mean, you see over on SmackDown Live, you have the feud for the WWE SmackDown Live Women's title between Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, and there's going to be on this in this match for Survivor Series. So why not with Sasha Banks? Sasha Banks being the other main attraction, not just for Raw but women's division overall. Sasha Banks being 1 and 2 overall in the women's division, as it really should be. So it makes sense to have Sasha Banks in this match. Why leave her out um, in that way? So I that's would be my official predictions. I'm going to go with Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks to be the final women
Mhm.
announced to be on Team Raw in this match.
Yeah, I could see it. I just didn't think they would actually push Sasha to be in another main event, considering the fact that she possibly is injured and she's been in all these other main events. So,
Well, well, yeah, and that's kind of the questions really. Is Sasha actually injured, or was she just selling it like a boss? Like, who knows? Either way. And so like I said, it just seems like it's what the women's evolution, the stuff for the women's division also, and then Sasha Banks and Charlotte main eventing, how they main evented Hell in a Cell, women's first Hell in a Cell match, and Sasha Banks being a big being popular, very popular, big in the W universe. At least to me, in that way, unless she is legitimately injured, unless that, I don't see any other reason to not have her part of the team. And if you're not going to have her part of the team, please, God, do not make her a coach. We don't need that either. We don't need coaches for these teams. I mean, Natalia, whatever reason they felt to do that, but unless that's only being done because Natalia's going to screw over the team somehow or some way, um, because that would make sense, especially the way that she's been really treated. To be quite honest, whether in actuality in real life, backstage and stuff, as we learned from Total Divas in the past couple of years, where she had to babysit the newbies and all this other stuff, and she was just you know all that that stuff behind the scenes, but then also in the storyline, you've been looked over and all the new women and the couple women that were came from NXT to SmackDown Live and all sorts of stuff. Maybe that's why they're having this. If it's not that, then I don't know. I don't know why that decision was made. So hopefully, like I said, if Sasha Banks isn't going to be part of the Raw team, we don't need a coach there either.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's dang true. But for the men's traditional Survivor Series match, like I said on SmackDown Live, it's all set. We have Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. On
Cancel
Raw, we
Febby.
have not Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and Chris Jericho. And we're going to find out who the last member is. So again, to ask you, who do you think will be or should be the final member for Team Raw in the men's traditional Survivor Series matchup?
I'm once again I'm going with SmackDown. SmackDown once again has the Killer Squad. They're just suited. You have AJ Styles, who is a seasoned professional wrestler. I mean, he's been through everything. You also have the lunatic fringe. You have Bray Wyatt, which just being in the ring kind of gives you the chills with him.
Mhm.
I mean, they have everybody. You know, you of course you have the Y2J and the List of Jericho, and all that whole persona. He's also a god in the ring. Um, you have Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, the Roman Empire. Just have all that stuff with them. You have just the strength that Roman has. I feel like it's gonna be a great, great, great match. But at the end, SmackDown's definitely pulling that dub, and I just once again SmackDown's taking over and taking this position that Raw has. I'm going with SmackDown.
Yeah, that's where I would go overall. Like I said, we don't want to tip our caps too much with predictions for Survivor Series, as we'll be getting there on the November 17th episode. I've kind of like WWE, how they already overly promote Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. I'm going to be promoting Survivor Series. Only in my way, it actually makes sense since that's the next pay-per-view coming up. So, anyways, for our episode will be November 17th. Hopefully, be talking with a lot of others. All fair, of course. Friends of the show and subscribers for the channel as well, actually, that I've been talking to that may be interested in joining that episode. Also, would be awesome to have our third member of our NWO crew, Raunchy Mikey, on the show as well, if that is able to happen. But beyond that, also with the other ones that I've been interacting with, chatting with, whatever, and otherwise, hopefully to have a full house. Have a full house for the November 17th episode. Have 10 people. And I know it might be a long night for Mark and others if we do have a full house, because everybody has to talk, and there's probably 6 to 8 matches or 10 matches for the pay-per-view, and everybody has to get their stuff in, just like in matches. Every superstar gets their time to shine. Excuse me. But it's best for business and actually good for the show. So hopefully that will happen, or at least if it doesn't happen, actually having a full house, we at least get close. Maybe we have 8 or something. 8 people, not just guys. Talking with some female smart women out there that talk pro wrestling and WWE on YouTube and otherwise. So equal opportunity here as well. So, like I said, we'll get there when we get there. But so far, the build up to Survivor Series were like Raw and SmackDown and everything. The shows of this week actually weren't too bad. Like Raw on a Halloween night. I mean, it's a good thing at least in my area is Trick or Treat ending right about the same time Raw started. And then for the holiday episode, for a Halloween episode, I thought it would be actually worse. But the fact that we're promoting to have, actually what I thought was promoted is to have Bill Goldberg and Brock Lesnar on the show. I guess that just ended up being Brock Lesnar and then Paul Heyman out there. But either way, you'll end up, you're going to have that in itself is going to help you have a better show. Even though in that showing and in that segment, Goldberg seemed like he stumbled there. I don't think it was anything of his age, or I think there's just a moment. I think he actually just tripped over Rusev's leg there when he was, setting him up for the jackhammer. I don't think that's any other issues other than just a simple stumble, just a simple whiff there, at least to me. So, I hope too. That's why I hope it, but I also truly believe it, because from watching it again, because like they have the clips on Raw and sometimes on other YouTube channels of the segments. It seemed like that was the situation than him not being able to catch himself or not doing this. But then again, I gotta say that spear though was half-assed, because that certainly did not look like a regular spear used to do from Goldberg, unless he's just saving that for the that devastating spear.
That spear looked very weak, very, very weak.
Maybe it could be twofold. One, you don't want to show all your hand, show your hand that much, or two, you're spearing Paul Heyman, you're not spearing Brock Lesnar. So, the person that has to take the bump, 2 different people. So, that could be, to safety first, right? For both. Maybe that could be the other reason. At least that's the only other thing I could think about to be a reasoning. But certainly, was interesting. Palmer J. Simmons in the chat room has a question for us, and he was wondering if either of us think that Jericho is on the edge of retiring. He comes and goes all the time, and I'll answer it first. He comes and goes all the time, so I don't know if he's going to be, or he's going to at some point be on the edge of retiring. I don't think he's not there yet. I think he's enjoying what he's doing. Actually, the stint of him being in WWE has been longer than we thought. Remember, he was here before last year's WrestleMania. So excuse me. So I would say no. I don't think he's on the edge of actually retiring. Maybe he's on the edge of leaving again for a Fozzy tour, but actually retiring, who knows when that actually will be taking place. What do you think, Mark?
Hell no. Absolutely not. I'm agreeing with you. I think he is taking a music tour break, I guess you could say, with Fozzy. I feel like it's just gonna be the same thing as last time. I actually kind of surprised he stayed a little longer. Probably in between, after Survivor Series, maybe he'll leave. Like right in the middle to build up for Royal Rumble, I do believe, or if they have another pay per view after that. He's just gonna take another break like he always does. He's gonna come back. I think they're gonna end off with, of course, Jericho and Jericho and Kevin Owens kind of like ending their relationship. Hopefully that doesn't go on because I feel like that's one of the better things in Raw. I feel like it's just going to be another one of those absences, and he's going to come back and do the same thing. I hope he doesn't retire. I enjoy watching his matches. I enjoy watching him and his mic skills in the list of Jericho. I don't want to see the list of Jericho leave. I feel like that is hilarious. He puts everybody on the list just because. But no, I don't see him retiring. I just don't.
Yeah, like I said, I don't either. Like I said, I see him leaving for the tour, but I don't see anything. I don't see him actually. No, you're right, Palmer. As you said here in the chat, the reason he asked was because he has been wrestling 22 years for a long time. So yeah, I understand the question. I mean, at some point it'll get to that point. But from here, both of us are in agreement that we don't think he's on the edge of retiring at any point, unless like Edge having to retire due to injury. That would be the only reason. Can't go anymore that way. But we both agree that as of right now, on the edge of retirement per se, and excuse me. And I think his stint actually might even be longer than we think in itself. I mean, I would say that the end of his time here in this stint would be to battle Kevin Owens and the friendship and go one-on-one. And even if that happens, I don't see the title being on the line because I think by that time Owens would be dropping the title, and Jericho might be the reason he dropped it, which then would build in that feud and have that happen, whether it's to WrestleMania or whatever. So when Owens faces Jericho to end that feud, or not the end of the feud, but to have that feud, end the feud, Owens won't be having the title because Jericho will be leaving in general, and you want to have a believable number one contender. So for that one, it would be no titles on the line, just Jericho versus Kevin Owens, maybe even for WrestleMania. And you have the breakup happening or the Royal Rumble or something in the title match because of Smith Survivor Series them both being part of the Team Raw thing. And there probably won't be a title match that night, just like on the same side for SmackDown Live in that situation with the pay-per-view. Because I know we were wondering if there's going to be double duty, but in this instance, like I said, I see Kevin Owens dropping the title of Royal Rumble due to interference with Chris Jericho, and then starting that feud one-on-one, heading into WrestleMania 33 there in Florida, which I'm hoping to be able to be a part of, and having that match there. And then after that, then Jericho can move on with his band Fozzy and go on tour and then come back whenever he wants to come back. But no, and again, I don't see him being on the edge of retirement, at least not yet. I mean, he'll go as long as he wants to. Then after that, maybe he'll be like Michaels and be a coach in NXT. So, how about the young ones? Like I was talking about, Kurt Angle comes back and want him to be working in NXT. Just think about it. You have Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, and Kurt Angle in NXT or at the Performance Center in Florida, training the superstars of tomorrow. So that'd certainly be best for business in itself. So, I mean, I certainly would want to try out the WWE just to be able to learn from any of those men. And to be quite honest, just saying that. Trying to think here for at least for well, there's lots going on SmackDown Live, but for Monday Night Raw, they did have a battle royal for with Braun Strowman winning to be part of the men's Survivor Series team. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up, Mark, for Monday Night Raw that I missed and I'm forgetting here?
Well, it's not necessarily about Monday Night Raw. Well, it's more about WWE as a whole.
Okay.
I was watching a lot of stuff, like I always see. I just check to see what's going on. Actually, Vince McMahon is thinking about selling WWE. If you heard about that.
Yep, I heard about it.
Yeah. Don't know why. I feel like Vince is losing his mind now. You know, the stuff that I've been hearing is just I'm so confused on where his mind is right now. You know, you're gonna sell a business that's been deeply rooted in your family, because technically, from what I hear, he's not getting his way. You know, at one time I hear he was leaving WWE. Another time I hear him selling WWE. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've seen that floating around. I did actually finally read about it and or what was being reported about that. To me, I wonder. Honestly, to me, I just think it's just for setting up him selling, quote unquote, using the air quotes here since I'm live uh, on video, but selling it to his son-in-law and daughter, Stephanie and Triple H. You know, that's the way that I'm seeing that this whole thing is set up. Now, him actually selling it to somebody else and letting somebody else take over WWE, I don't know. So to me, I see it more rumor than actual fact or having any legs. But in the end, if it does, then holy crap, what the heck's going on in his mind? Like, as you were
Exactly.
saying, why would Vince McMahon sell WWE? You have Stephanie McMahon and your son-in-law, Triple H, Paul Levesque. Have those two waiting in the wing take over. You see how well they've been doing with, or him specifically with NXT. Stephanie with the women's division in general. Um, Even though she's not the only one, but I'm just saying, taking the leadership, there. So them being groomed for that. Shane McMahon came back, but he came back for storyline reasons and having him back for that in short time, and now being part of SmackDown Live and those things there and whatever. But I don't see Shane McMahon kind of turning his way into being the corporate rung. So if it's not what I think, and it's not just a smoking screen BS and just a rumor from the dirt sheets, if it's actually legitimate, real, and factual that he is thinking about selling it to another person other than a family member, then holy crap, something must be seriously going wrong. Not just generally, oh, I'm upset because I'm not getting my way. Like actual real heat there behind closed doors between Triple H, Stephanie, Shane, Vince, everybody, him with everybody, into a point of upheaval in that way. Now, in general, or especially in the males, as you get older, get a more genes, and you think that your way is right, then no one else knows anything, and they're just, being disrespectful and everything, and maybe he's just in that part of his life. But if it's anything more than that, and serious thinking of selling it, then I don't know. I guess my thoughts on that, if it is true and factual that he is legitimately looking to sell WWE to someone other than family, then all I have to say is why and what is really going on behind the scenes at WWE for that to even be a possibility. So
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Something must really be going wrong to actually sell it to somebody that's not in the business with you, and that somebody you don't necessarily know. It'd be different if you sold it to your family, like you said. If you sold it to Stephanie or Shane, even if you sold it to Shane, it would have been fine. But to sell it to somebody else who's not necessarily that known in that business, it would be kind of crazy. I mean, there must really be hell going on inside that business. Like it must be terrible. So yeah, I just thought I had that in my mind. I'm just
yeah, I know.
listening.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because I'm just thinking here. You always read the rumors or whatever stories of the fighting or discussions, which anything there's always passionate because one person thinks they're right, the other person thinks they're right. That's kind of how that works. But those stories about Triple H and Vince, differing on things, even from leading up to Hell in the Cell, where those were going back and forth, and if the women should main event, and what should be last, and um, moves or whatever were okayed or not. Hearing stories about Vince McMahon said no for Charlotte to do the moonsault, or them fighting on
Yeah, I
top of
heard
the
about that
cell
too.
or whatever. You'll hear all these other stuff that had happened during a year in general, just back and forth bickering. But I didn't know or think that anything between him and Triple H, or him and his daughter, or him and anybody, to be quite honest, was anything that bad to make him want to sell to anybody other than a family member. And that would be kind of crazy to find out if that actually is true now. And obviously even crazier if it actually happens. Because, like I said, things must have been really, really, really bad if you're not wanting to um, give it to the person that you've been grooming. You watch videos, whether it's Triple H's or Vince McMahon's himself, and how he wants Triple H to take over the throne, so to speak, and how he's been grooming him for many years now, even before the whole CEO stuff, and before him getting any power backstage and stuff like that. That he had an eye on him um, to be take him really to be the predecessor to take over for him. So if there's I don't know, like I said, there has to be really something deep within that will be really never known, because neither of them are going to say anything about it. But there must be something more there if, like I said, he's just going to be sort of thinking about selling it, let alone even doing it. But even thinking about it in itself is crazy enough to think that that may be a possibility for Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's a lot going on, so we just need to stay updated on see what's going on necessarily with if it's true or not, how he's planning on doing things. If he does think about selling it to somebody else, then we're just gonna have to take it because we can't really do much of anything else because we're fans. We're not in the business.
Right.
Um, Knowing WWE, it's strictly business. But we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully it's being sold to someone like Stephanie, Shane, Triple H. If it isn't, then maybe he has a plan for the future. I don't know. I don't know what that was going through Vince's head, but
Right.
it is what it is.
And the other big news to me, or at least news to me, because I am a fan of this guy, is the return of the Undertaker being announced
Yeah,
for the 900th episode in 2 weeks on the 15th, November 15th, 2017 or 2016. The Undertaker returning for the 900th special episode. Now I don't know if he's going to be setting up a feud for WrestleMania, or if he's just going to be there for that big show. No pun intended, big show there for SmackDown Live, and maybe have a tag team match: Undertaker and Kane, Brothers of Destruction, reunite for a night against the new Wyatt family, um, Luke Harper and Randy Orton, in a tag team match there. So that'd be kind of interesting. But what are your thoughts on that? You look forward to seeing the Undertaker return in 2 weeks?
definitely. I mean, I just hope he doesn't get attacked by the Wyatt family, knowing what they did at one point. Oh no, it wasn't the Wyatt family. My bad. It was the Shield
The
that
Shield.
actually put him through the table. I take
Yep.
that back. I feel kind of stupid now.
It's all right.
But yeah, I just knowing the feud that Bray Wyatt and Undertaker had at one point when they wrestled at WrestleMania. I do believe it was WrestleMania. I just want to make sure so I don't have to feel stupid
Yep.
again. uh, I'm excited. I just want to see who he's going up against. I want to see how he looks. Because last time I saw him, I know age plays a role, but you're looking at Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels still looks good for his age. He's still getting the ring, do whatever. Triple H. Oh God, Undertaker. He's getting a little skinny. If you ever notice how he looks when the more WrestleMania matches he has, I understand. You know, stress anything plays a role. I want to know if he got bigger. If he got bigger, I'm excited. I'm not gonna say I'm not excited either way because Undertaker, somebody who's has probably streak at the longest streak in WrestleMania. To come back, that means a lot. Now, of course, I'm gonna be excited. I just want to see what's gonna happen because I know somebody's gonna pop up. If he doesn't, Everything's fine. Maybe it is a sign that he's still going to be wrestling at WrestleMania. I don't know, but I'm interested and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And I can't wait, honestly. I'm going to have
Yeah,
movie theaters up.
I know. I know. I can't wait. Like I always say, he's my favorite of all time. With him and The Rock being one and two of all time favorites for me personally. Obviously, coming from my generation, that being um, being my pick. But yeah, the Undertaker being my number one. And to be quite honest, the Undertaker, his entrance, that music, and
Legend.
everything. The reason why I want to go to WrestleMania, I don't know how many WrestleManias Undertaker's gonna be part of anymore.
Yeah,
This might be
that's
his
true.
last one in Florida. So, and for me, as I've said, I've never been to a wrestling event of any kind yet ever. Why not make the first one? Make the first one the Undertaker's last one. Make the first one a WrestleMania, the Super Bowl of WWE, and make the first one going back to Florida because, well, I've been to Florida a couple times for family vacations when I was a kid. Um, but excuse me. So I've been there before. It would be awesome to be there again. We'll see how that all plays out because if that is true, or if that is happen, and I am able to be there, I can confirm here on the show live right now. Um, well, depending on if Mark's able to as well, but we could have a live on location episode with us both in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Actually seeing each other there in person. Um, Close enough to knock out the other one with a big show punch, knockout punch. Um, Actually have a live, their episode of the podcast for our WrestleMania predictions episode. So that would be pretty cool as well. So crossing out things off my bucket list there, be able to go to that WrestleMania. Like I said, that'd be my first show. It's like anything. If you want to go to something for your first time for anything, make it the biggest show of all. So
That's
um,
true.
which is good and bad because it's awesome because it's the biggest show. But then it also tempers your expectation if you ever want to go to any other show ever again, like a WWE TLC pay per view here in Milwaukee or something in the future.
Uh-huh.
So you temper it makes your expectations more than it really should be because you're going to a WrestleMania. But no, I always like I said since I've never been to a show in my life, I never seen an Undertaker entrance live, so that would be awesome
Man, I
to
feel you,
experience
bro.
that. For him being my favorite. Plus, um, and I kind of wish he had a Twitter handle because I would tweet him this as well.
I
Um,
think he does, doesn't he?
I don't I don't think he does. I mean, I
I
was
could
even
have swore I
surprised for a
saw.
while. Dean Ambrose didn't have one until just soon, like a month or two ago. He actually got one himself. So, anyways, if he did have a Twitter handle, I would tweet the Undertaker and let him know his entrance and his music actually is what I would want to use when I get married for my entrance into the church. And I'm not lying there. That'd be. I mean, obviously that would have to be approved by my fiance or whoever that will be. But right now, that actually would be my plans for that and my entrance, and I would have uh, my best men there coming down with me behind me, like we're the old the old faction there of the Attitude Era, Ministry of Darkness. Uh, so I don't know. That's just I would still use the regular Undertaker music because that Ministry music wasn't really my favorite, but the general one that he's been using for years, that one I would be using for the entrance and everything. So just saying that too. But I am looking forward to obviously him coming back in 2 weeks. Will it be setting up for something with me? I don't think so. I think it's just for the show itself. Because if anything, setting up for WrestleMania, that'd be the Royal Rumble around that time, or the SmackDown after, or whatever show after Raw SmackDown that he shows up. Then setting up for his match at WrestleMania. I still am saying for my leader in the clubhouse for who he should face and probably will face. I would say John Cena would be in the leading the clubhouse for that. My opinion, my prediction there. But yes, obviously I'm looking forward to his return, and I hope he is there for WrestleMania. Like I said, if that is my one show, I'll be able to see him wrestle live and in person. So that'd be awesome. And Palmer's was saying as they were stumbling there because I was reading what he was saying here in the chat. He said if we go to WrestleMania 33, he says he only lives 6 hours away from Orlando. So there
Oh,
you go.
that's cool. So he probably lives. I mean, I don't want to like expose him if I was right, but I'm gonna have to assume if he's 6 hours away from Orlando, I'm gonna have to say he's down near 6 hours. Never mind. I'm not even gonna take the risk.
All right, there you go. Good job. I was wondering where you're gonna go there. So yeah.
I was just trying to see like if he was 6 hours because I'm really familiar with Florida. I don't live far from Florida at all. I mean, I'm at very close to Florida.
Hmm.
But I'm really familiar with Florida. I love Florida. If anything, I'm gonna live there sooner or later.
Cool.
Um, but I was just thinking outside the box. I was trying to see how close he was from the area.
Right. Well, that's good for you because if you go to WrestleMania, you don't have a long travel to take to get there.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get the package, the WrestleMania
Oh
package.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that's what I was gonna talk to you about because I know we're trying to do that for talking WJ.
Yeah,
Um, for that team to go there, and then if you're able to go there, whether on your own package, um, because if we're not able to do them, then maybe because for the packages, I think it's it's a maximum of 4 people.
yeah, I do
So
believe so.
if you have people join, whether if we're not able to do one over there, but you do one here for us, have two
Uh,
or whatever, we have to figure that out because yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Even though you'd be waiting for me because I had to fly here from Wisconsin, but
yeah, that would be very very fun. I would definitely enjoy that. Just
mhm.
going to like me when I'm I remember going to my first wrestling event and I was a little kid all over again. Just jumping. And just you lose yourself when you actually are in the same place where it's live, where it's happening, and you just forget where you are. And I can only imagine going to WrestleMania Access. Where you actually get to see the people. You
Mhm.
get to do all those events. For me, I'm gonna be a little ass kid. I'm telling you now. It's just how I am. I have a love for wrestling. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. So just if you guys did happen to come with me to Access and have the package and stuff, just best believe I'm gonna be the real hype one.
I don't know. I might be more high. Like I said, that'd be my first ever doing anything. So,
Uh,
but no, I'm sure it'll be equal. Like I said, it'd be. I know, like I said, for me, it'd be awesome. Like even like I said, I was talking with them or talking with you. Even just in this general conversation, get myself all hyped up if able to make this a reality. Like for Cubs fans, a reality that their team is the World Series champions. Wrapping their head around that. Well, for me, wrapping my head of this might actually be a reality of me going to not just an event, but to WrestleMania. So,
uh-huh.
um, like I said, the package we're like so we're still trying to talk and plan that for the other show or for the other show they're talking to Jay or here with you. Either way, that's pretty awesome. I think. Um, what I actually would also enjoy, going to is the Hall of Fame.
Oh, definitely.
I'm seeing that, which then also reminds me that I have to, even though not all the fans do, obviously, because they just dress to whatever they feel comfortable. But for me, being the respectful, kind dude that I am, I actually might pack a suit
Yeah,
um, to wear
like
for the.
like something dressy, casual, not dressy casual.
Oh,
Something you could. It's formal, but it's not too formal, maybe.
all right. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to do it too much either. But I was just thinking that too. But either way, it sounds good because yeah, even just talking about this now, I'm getting excited about it. So,
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same exact thing.
but I don't want to. As in the past where I thought I was close to getting something done, I don't want to get my hopes dashed by either talking WJ not being able to do this package or if they don't, I'm too late to join yours and all this other stuff where you're gonna miss out in the end. That would be a bummer. So as hyped as I am, as I'm
Uh
trying to stay hyped, as Mojo Rawley would say,
huh.
um,
Hype bros.
I still want to try to temper my hypeness, my hype, uh, in case things fall through for whatever reason. Um, but no, on my end, I'm going to try my hardest. But it seems like I said, if one falls through and too late for the other, or yada yada, vice versa. We don't, things happen. So definitely we'll be seeing, and hopefully making sure that that this dream, this, or you can call it, hey, like Shawn Michaels, my boyhood dream, um, to come true to attend a WrestleMania, is actually realized and happens, because that would be awesome. Okay, and you were talking about how hyped you'd be, and you will be, and it's not that you might, you will. Um, I'm gonna be the other side of being hyped, like you were talking about going to the access and stuff. I'm gonna
Mm.
be on the other spectrum of that by being hyped by taking 2,000 pictures over my weekend at the rest of WrestleMania
Exactly.
week and weekend.
I'm gonna have.
I'm gonna be like
I'm.
on that side of the hypeness where maybe I might not show it while I'm there because I'm trying to be responsible, professional, and all this other jazz, whatever,
Uh,
representing my podcast and whatever, and then doing it the other way by taking so many pictures,
I'm.
you or others that might be around me be like, hey, stop.
I'm definitely no. I will be vlogging if I did. And did go to the WrestleMania and have the package. The best believe I will be vlogging everything, and that's going all on YouTube. Just it will be a fun experience. It's once in a lifetime experience, especially nowadays where you're in the midst of the women's revolution. You're in the midst of just changes going on in WWE. You have the end of the PG era, the quote unquote new era. This is a lot going on, and to have WrestleMania at this time period, I think it'd be great to go to, because you're best believe you're gonna see a lot of good stuff, and that's why I'll be so excited if I did, because you're in probably out of the past like 5 years, this is the best time to go to WrestleMania, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree as well. That's why I said it. That's why I said you were trying to, keep my hypeness, to whatever the level I could keep it, because not just, worrying about one falling through and not being able to join yours or this or that, but the WrestleMania packages, but WrestleMania packages going just like that, because it is WrestleMania. So we have to get the ducks in a row either side, and then from there, actually someone purchasing the package, because the way that works, from what I learned from OKFabe and other YouTubers that give advice, and that's what I want to give a shout out to OKFabe. Actually, since I'm talking about him and his video, everybody welcome to check him out. Check him out on his channel, OKFabe, on Twitter at OKFabe as well. But him and his advice about or how things work when you're getting the WrestleMania package of if you have a group, saves money for each individual. If you have actually a team and a group of people, then maybe something you can get a higher level of a package or whatever. Um, subsequent to that WrestleMania, and how fast they go, and one person pays for the whole package, and everybody else pays the person they're part of it to that main person, you know.
Uh,
And so all that stuff that, at least from what I was taking in, because I haven't actually looked at it myself. Like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up too much and actually go online and check things out until we know it's for me going to
uh,
happen. So
yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Um, it's God damn. Um, yeah, they have specific packages for specific things. I think the gold package, I do believe that's what it's called,
mhm.
is I think it's the 4 ticket one. The sunshine, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sunshine package consists of ringside seats to WrestleMania 33, Hall of Fame induction ceremony, floor seating, NXT tickets, ringside, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, all ringside tickets, and then access for all days. Then, wow, jeez.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm not gonna go through the list. That's a lot of stuff. Um, it's also WrestleMania access tickets, round trip transportation from the hotel to WrestleMania, Universal Orlando Resort tickets, a reception with WWE superstars, performance center experience with NXT superstars, and just hotel accommodation. So that is a lot when you
Oh
actually,
yeah, that's pretty awesome. 4 night accommodation, check-in Friday March 31st to Tuesday the 4th,
you
or
know,
5 night.
yeah.
Holy crap! Yeah, look at that. And wow, no wonder, because obviously that Sunshine package is pretty awesome, but that price is certainly high.
Yeah,
Um,
but I said it's a lot.
Now let's see here. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Platinum, WrestleMania, Hall of Fame, Raw, SmackDown Live, Access, Round Trip, and that stuff. All right, now that one looks more in our ballpark, or at least my ballpark. Here for Platinum, and I don't know if you're looking at this while I am, but
Um,
I'm at the Platinum package right now.
okay, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I didn't even know the Sunshine package was sold out already.
Oh, they are. Wow, dang.
Wow.
Well, that's probably the celebrities paying that stuff or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
because
It
they can
probably
afford
was
that.
limited.
And now, if I had that, now I'm not gonna lie. For my very first event ever, and if I had that money, I would
Uh,
definitely go Sunshine package.
definitely.
But for us, like I said, as of right now, looking at it, looks like as of right now, the highest one, Platinum package, being close to the ballpark. The Gold package, we got WrestleMania, Hall of Fame, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, pretty much the same thing in its own way. But Orlando seating Central Risers. Can someone explain to me what Central Risers mean?
I think it's right in the middle, not necessarily in the lowest part, not necessarily in the highest, but right in the middle.
Okay, so it's not okay. So obviously you're not ringside, but you're not in no balcony.
Yeah.
You're right there in the potatoes of the stadium or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's the only way I can describe. Hey, geez. Like I said, I've never been to an event, so I don't know what these things mean. I'm not cool like Mark Rambo and others that've been to other things.
Oh, I've only been to one, man. So trust me, I'm not new. I'm not experienced with this either. I'm kind of the same way as you are. It was just funny how you explained it.
I know I'm a funny dude. It's okay. Anyways, let's see. Ooh, Gold package. I don't know if you're looking at it, but
Yep, see it right now.
the prices here look good. They work for me. Um,
Yeah, I could definitely get that.
I think we can swing that.
Yeah.
Now, even though we are talking about this live on air, it's okay because people do talk about this. Um, it's not anything top secret stuff we're saying here. Um, but but if we were talking about it here for us too, because I don't know who else you would have for our team on this side. Um, it looks like right now, from what it seems like from our little conversation here,
uh,
that the gold package would be the gold standard for us.
hmm Definitely, I can see that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through now again. Like I said, all right, I'm gonna go through here, even though you're looking at it too, but just in general for other people that might be interested in talking packages. If you haven't purchased yours, check it out. www.com/shows/WrestleMania and WrestleMania 33 travel packages. Just find them there at www.com. And for here for the gold package, if I can, my mouse wants to work here. Um, okay, each person in this group, maximum of 4, will receive WrestleMania 33 seating central risers, as I talked about, WWE Hall of Fame seating 100 level, NXT seating 100 level, Monday Night Raw seating 100 level, SmackDown Live, because SmackDown Live is the A show, seating 100 level, WrestleMania Access, attend 2 general admission sessions, round trip transportation from the hotel to WrestleMania, hotel to event, Universal Orlando Resort tickets, and stuff like that. 3 night, 4 night, or 5 night hotel accommodation up to the team there of your group. of your friends or whoever. Um, yeah, 3 nights, March 31st to the 3rd. 4 nights, 31st to the 4th. Of course, 5 nights if you are going to SmackDown Live, um, to the 5th, April 5th. So that's pretty awesome. Plus, hey, not only with my first event being seen on Undertaker Live and being at a WrestleMania, it's also in the best month of the year, April, because well, my birthday's in April. So,
Really?
yep.
What
So,
day?
so with the best month of the year, which it should be for WWE fans anyways, because WrestleMania is every April. But for me, it's double because of WrestleMania on my birthday. Um, it'd be awesome for an early birthday present to be whether it's with the with the travel package with Steve's Wrestling Ramble here with Mark Rambo, or on talking to a VGA team. Either way, um, go to the birthday present for sure. But that looks pretty good for the gold package here.
Uh-huh. I'm clicking on a lot of these just to see exactly. Wow.
Oh yeah, and the silver package is the lowest one. So
Oh
there you go.
yeah.
So we got silver, gold, platinum. Now, if we really wanted to a little bit more, we could do the platinum, but the seating. Okay, for platinum here, um, for WrestleMania, saying premium central risers and entrance or premium central risers or entrance ramp collectible chair seating. So yeah, I guess you are spending a little bit more, but it's kind of the same idea. Just a little bit tier higher than the gold. Um,
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to get either the between the silver and platinum. 'Cause I could afford the platinum, but
yeah, I
just
could too. I mean, it would be easier for me for gold, but platinum,
yeah,
I would be able to swing.
yeah. I just really want to know what exactly like someone's told me the central risers is right in the middle, but I just don't trust it. I just want to know exactly what it is, what it looks like, and I'm having a hell of a hard time trying to find it. Yeah, this is a little. I'm really liking the platinum package.
I know the more and more as I scroll up and down, I'm really looking at staring a hole into my soul than the other ones. Because the gold one, like we said, was a good gold standard, but the platinum one a little bit more and seeing where the seating is. Even though, like I said, as a novice, don't know exactly what these mean, but that's why people say Google is your friend. You can just search what these things mean, um, like central risers and stuff like that. Um, but looking at the platinum again, because even with Hall of Fame, the tickets for Hall of Fame, NXT, Raw, SmackDown Live, all being the same, which makes sense. You gotta make a couple seconds that way. Premium 100 level for the platinum. We got WrestleMania access, just like the gold package, having two general admission sessions, which is okay with me.
I'm just really curious to find out what the central risers is. It's very
Yeah,
agitating me. I just want to know what it is so bad.
central risers seating. All right. Oh no, I gotta play it like Jeopardy, ask it in a question or answer it in a question.
Oh wow, I think I know what it is.
Come on now, I'm just looking for a definition.
Wow, actually,
What does it say, Mark? Because I'm trying to look it up too.
It seems pretty damn close to the ring. It's great. I'm on vividseats.com. I looked up events in Camping World Stadium,
All
and it
right.
says risers, and it's green, and it's pretty close. I mean, if you're not at ringside, you have to be at Central Risers, and that's pretty damn close. I mean, because I'm looking right at the stadium, has ring sides, which would be yellow, and then green would
Now,
be
what venue is this again?
Camping World Stadium. I mean, it says riser. It doesn't say risers, but it says riser. And they're expensive too, so that's what I'm assuming they have to be pretty close.
Yeah, here I'm actually clicking for the WrestleMania ones.
If you go on vividseats.com,
Yeah, that's where I am right now, and I clicked for the
oh,
one for 2017 WrestleMania.
and you have to scroll down a little bit for where it has like the tickets and the you know
Yeah, because
price.
now I'm looking at individual because they got Terrence level is 236.
Yeah,
Lower level. I'm trying to find where Riser is.
it'll be green on the left.
Oh, green.
Yeah, so you have to keep
Wow,
scrolling.
those are pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
And I
really
think about for the platinum because you got because those what do they say? Premium central risers.
yeah
They said there. So
there or the entrance ramps.
right, and that's oh yeah, okay, that's where that is. Because if you get those, you might have a chance to be on TV. But beyond that, I think in general,
Yeah, those look like
yeah, because these
pretty
level 100s actually don't even look too bad either. Because I know
exactly.
that was part of the gold one for the all the other shows, NXT, Raw, SmackDown Live, and let's see here, level 133, 133, 132. Because wait, let me try to picture it. I'm trying to picture it with hard camera,
Uh,
which that is on. But beyond that, I don't know. I mean, none of these seats look too bad. I mean, unless you're back here in the plaza levels and Terrence level 200s, those are up there. But um, the central risers in those areas actually are closer than I thought it would be. Because I thought what the central risers were is what the 100s are,
yeah,
right in the middle where you're far away, somewhat far away, but you're not too far away from the ringside, obviously, or from the ring stage.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, because here we go. Because we got the stage here, or at least from here, it's the stage to the entrance, and the ring here.
Uh,
Go on this side. That would be premium. 6 tickets available for Riser 136R. So that would be that actually only last one available for WrestleMania 33, and that one. That's why, like I said, I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. They're going because these things go fast. Packages and tickets and general availability when the person does finally purchase the packages
uh,
for the team. Because for the other one that was talking about Central Risers, that's the last one to go, which means
the in case you
well,
didn't
actually, it
know,
doesn't mean that, but still is what it is.
the it's two that has central risers. It's the gold package and the platinum.
Oh, they both do. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
so
Yeah.
and
And
gold
that's
is
and those are the two
actually
we were looking at.
cheaper. Gold is cheaper as well. So
Yeah,
you're if you were to sit there, you would definitely be on the TV, I do believe.
yeah,
That's actually pretty damn good.
and and just to let other people know that are watching live, it's our discussion in case for our side here, if Mark decides to do the gold package with me and him or with other people as well, if he has other people in mind, um, what we're looking at, and like it's the gold price range being a little bit cheaper, and the central risers not being too bad, and the seating 100 levels for everything else not being terrible, at least to me. I mean, then again,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's a very good seat, and I'm looking right at the thing. It has the stage. See where we would sit if you were looking at it on Vivid Seats,
Hmm.
section 136.
Oh yeah, I have
That's,
it here too now.
oh, you see section 136?
That's what I was talking about because I don't know if you can see it there in that corner,
Uh,
riser 136 or whatever, that one that was shown by the entrance ramp. Because where the stage
yeah,
looks like it's going to be in the ring, for
yeah.
those ones that are still up for grabs.
That's why I'm curious because those are still very good seats. If you think about it.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this package. That 950. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna you know do a little something something. Yeah, that's definitely. Oh wow, it's actually right here. I'll say it right here. It says it's May 30. Oh, so actually, you have the
What?
choice. You have the choice to get either entrance ramp or central risers.
Yep. Hmm.
I did not know that. And a collectible chair, which is kind of cool. Two mission session.
Well, no, I think that is the choice. At least from when I'm reading it, premium central risers or entrance ramp collectible chair.
Oh, so entrance ramp collectible chair. Oh,
Because
okay,
those,
okay, I
because
get it.
that's because the entrance ramp is the section that has collectible chairs,
Yeah, yeah,
and the central risers is just good seats. So
yeah,
good seats with regular chairs. So at least that's how I'm reading it.
yeah. Premium, honestly, is probably the best decision if you think about it.
You mean platinum?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Platinum, my bad. Platinum.
Okay. Yeah, as I was looking like that one looks like being best for business. Or being I mean, like I said, gold isn't too much off because it's still with centralizing seats, and even the 100 levels for the all the other shows, NXT, Raw, SmackDown Live, and stuff. So, Hall of
Mm.
Fame.
Yeah, actually, I'll keep you updated on how
Yeah,
I'm doing.
keep me abreast of your plans and situation. Now, like I said, for anything for me, um, I want to make sure that whether I'm doing this with Mark Ramble, I'm doing this talking to Jay because he still hasn't found other people to be part of it yet, and for us right now too, unless he already has others from family or whatever and on his team in his mind to fill out the four, which then will make it a little bit less for each person with a platinum or gold. But anyways, um, that it's still also about timing. Like you still want to, make sure you get because if you want something, usually for me, the way my mind is, you get it right away. Like I said, if I had the money, if I had the capital, and whatever, the moment it went on sale on Halloween at 10 a.m., I would have gotten the Sunshine package, being one of the first ones. And even with that, I wouldn't have been officially one of the first ones because everybody's doing it that time. Because I think sometimes sell out in general because I'm sure that's how the Sunshine package sold out because it sold out right there when it went on sale for those that could afford it, obviously. But I'm just saying in that way. So I'm always one that wants to. Okay, if we're going to do this, I'd like to do this as soon as possible, as soon as possible as it'll work with the other person or the people. So, um, yeah, like I said, keep me abreast on that and what the status update is each day because, like I said, especially when it happens to do with tickets, and you're talking about the Super Bowl of World Wrestling Entertainment,
Uh,
things can go just as quickly as they were sitting there the last day. So,
definitely.
or the last 2 hours ago. But because then on November 18th, individual seating tickets are going to be for sold or for sale. They give time for the packages, and then they have regular ticket sales, and then they obviously have both still sitting there until everything is sold out, of course. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, as I'm looking at this and whatever, I'm getting all Antsy.
I'm gonna try to get this ASAP, because I know it's gonna try to go by quick.
That's for sure. That's best for business right there. Like I said, that's for me. Like I said, on my end, if that's where we're gonna go, or doing it that way, then decisions need to be made sooner rather than later. I mean, it's always good to find out who the other people are and all this other stuff and have those texts in a row, sure. But, you at least still want to know that all as quick as you can, as soon as you can, get it all done. Make sure everybody agrees on which package we're going to be doing. Make sure it's all okay with them with the seating. Usually it's not, but just in general, you want to, do that courtesy. And then go from there and purchase it. And then, whew, and then, don't know. Geez, don't get me started until if I get to be part of somebody's travel package and it's gone and confirmed and all this other stuff, and then it's all that, and then I realize, wait, I actually will be going to WrestleMania. This isn't a dream. I don't need to slap myself and wake myself up. And then on the next episode of Steve's Wrestling Ramble, whatever it will be, whenever this decision is made, either way, I'm gonna have a I don't know, though, a little more exuberance, excitement, a little more swagger, a little more I don't know, personality than I usually do here on the podcast. Have an actual personality, as some would say. Because I know, hey, I've seen the comment section below other videos. I've seen YouTube messages. They weren't mean. They were constructive criticisms, and I respect that, and I let each person know that because they weren't wrong. Okay, I am my own worst critique. In general, even if an episode did well, even if Mark or somebody else said, "Hey, that actually was a good episode," and I'm like, "Well, this could have been different. This could have been different," kind of thing. As the Miz even said in his promo about how or not in his promo, I think he was on Sports Nation on ESPN, so it wasn't a promo. It was on Sports Nation. How sometimes he goes to the back after a segment or a match, and says, "This could have been different. I could have done this," or try to interact with the crowd more and this like that. So I'm about to have my show. So I understand that in the past I haven't had personality. I don't talk loud. I don't swear too much. If it does, it just pops out because I'm truly passionate. I mean, if you want to know if I have passion about something, when I swear, that's the highest degree of passion because I usually don't swear. Even raising my voice in itself shows my passion. But I'm different. I'm different from JD from NY206 or Joe Cronin, the Joe Cronin Show, two of my friends here on YouTube. And their way works for them. Their way works for their fan bases. That's why they have big fan bases, because of the way that they are on their shows. And I wouldn't want them to change for anything because they're awesome and they are entertaining. I subscribe to both their channels. I've been on Joe's podcast, on his shows in the past, talking about Raw and stuff. His live episodes after Monday Night Raw. But for me, I try to be laid back, relaxed. I know it sometimes seems monotone because I'm not, pep and step or anything like they are, or like even Marcus on his channel, where I've even to a lesser degree, and not that it's not that I don't care. I love talking pro wrestling. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing the show, period. Yeah. I wouldn't be interested to be super hyped and hoping to be part of someone's travel package for WrestleMania. If that was all the case, then I'd be saving my money for something else. But I love WWE. I've loved it since I was a kid, just like all others part of the WWE universe that have been fans for WWE over 20, 30 years. So I have that passion for that. I have my passion for the NFL, my NFL podcast, that I still be doing tomorrow, that I will be doing tomorrow afternoon. So since we're talking about it, yeah, this is how I show my passion. And it might come off as boring, bland, robotic, monotone, jabroni-ish, whatever. It is me. And I'm not going to change me for anybody. And that's just the truth. So, but like I said, if this does come to reality, whether agreed upon yet tomorrow, later in the night, in a week, in days, or whatever, like I said, sooner rather than later, and it's actually confirmed, paid for, and everything else, and it becomes reality, and then the next episode of Steve's Wrestling Ramble, then maybe then we can announce it. Then this, then that. Then we can start making ideas of how we're going to do our show there live. All the other stuff that we can actually start. Then I can actually start talking about that, because if I start talking about that now and something falls through, then I'm going to be you want to talk about a monotone kind of thing, be all sad sack in episodes because missed the boat. So we get the ball rolling, get things started. Then you will see that passionate personality next episode after decisions are made, because not only will be a dream coming true for myself, and the reality of that, and you best believe that if it is confirmed and actually happened. I mean, I do already because I love wrestling, and so it's not like I haven't in the past. Obviously, I have, because this is kind of a job doing my podcast here. But you best believe I'm going to be taking an interest in any rumors, news, whatever for WrestleMania matches, people they want to bring in, celebrities, the special things for the Hall of Fame, time locations for other things. Individual contests for Orlando, all that stuff that usually I don't, because I know I'm not there for the shows when they have special things going on for people that are there for WrestleMania week in the other places. You best believe I'm going to be on that stuff quicker than I'll make your head spin. So that's again, that was just mean, like I said, Mark was talking about how hyped he's going to be going to Access and everything, and for me, my hype will be with cameras. And also, just to say, if I do the package with Mark Ramble or whatever, and like you said, he's gonna be vlogging, and I enjoy vlogs. Everybody check out Lindsay Brooks Bell. She's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a friend of mine here on YouTube. She does vlogs, of course. Again, Lindsay Bell, you find out here on YouTube. Not daily vlogs, at least 2 or 3 times a week. And then Danny Duncan, Danny Duncan lives in Orlando, Florida. Lindsay Bell, I don't think she doesn't live in Tampa Bay. I forgot. Whatever. They both live in Florida. That's the point, because they used to date. Now they're separated and on their own lives. Point is I enjoy watching their vlogs. I would be awesome to meet up with them if I am in WrestleMania or there during that time. But beyond that, you best believe your bottom dollar that Mark Ramble doing his vlogs, you're going to see this goofball in his vlogs. Maybe not every vlog, but in his vlogs sometimes.
For the most part. For the most part.
I'll be that dude behind him, making stupid ass faces. Mark's gonna turn around and say, "Stop it!" But no, because like I said, I'll be a kid in candy store. First event, first show, first thing, and since I don't have an actual true camera of my own, like I said, this is how I'm trying to grow my channel and actually maybe getting a camera to maybe, because like I said, if we do go to WrestleMania, I report and I'm part of Mark Rambo's travel package, and be able to be part of his vlog. I really wish that I had my own camera to actually do vlogs on my end, because I would want to have a vlog, because like I said, this is my first thing I'm going to, my first wrestling event. I'll probably even have a Google Hangouts live video thing of me opening my package of the travel package or whatever, even though that all would go to Mark because he's the one that's flipping the bill for the whole thing. Obviously, I'll pay my part, but you know what I mean, that way. So maybe not. Maybe I won't have that video because it's going to him.
We could do.
Point is, if there was, and if anything was coming my way in the mail from Mark or from WWE, you bet your ass I'm gonna do a video about it, and I'm gonna talk about it. And there, it wasn't a swear word. Ass is not a swear word, but it's still a word I usually don't use. But you bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna do a video about it. And yeah, it might seem maybe too much. Like calm down. People go to WrestleMania every year. Well, good for them. Me, this might be my one and only time. This is my best shot yet. Like, it's so close. Like a race. I used to be in high school. I did cross country. And you see the finish line. You're almost there. 100 meters left. You're there. Running your ass off there to get to the end, and you don't want to slip up. And I could see that finish line. Now we just got to get to it. Or at least I got to get to it. So Ooh. But yeah, hey, for those watching live, those who will be watching archives, you got stuff to look forward to if Steve here is actually able to go to WrestleMania because I'll be doing videos and like I said, I don't have a camera of my own yet, so I can't vlog. I'll be part of Mark's, but I can't vlog myself, which is sad in itself, but it is what it is. You gotta win some, you gotta lose some. If you're gonna go to WrestleMania, hey, you're going to WrestleMania, you can deal with not being able to do your own vlog for your own channel. Um, but anyways, beyond that, I'm hype, and people get annoyed with Mojo Rawley and his stay hype stuff. People are gonna get annoyed with Steve and his going cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs attitude. From the moment things are decided to the last show for SmackDown Live on Friday, the April or Thursday, Tuesday, April 4th or April 5th, whatever that date is. During for the WrestleMania package, if I can speak, WrestleMania 33 package. So, I know Mark's laughing back there, but he knows I'm serious, and he knows that that I'm gonna be that type of person. And like I said, I want things to happen sooner rather than later. That means that decisions will be made before Survivor Series prediction episode, and whether we have a full house or not, it's going to be good for our guests if I guess in that way because I'll be more hyped and be more anxious to be all excited because we're going to talk about Survivor Series, which then we'll be leading talking about WrestleMania because WWE's already promoting it with the travel packages and other stuff. Just as much they're promoting Raw Rumble, I'll be in the Alamo Dome again, so that's cool. But anyways, WrestleMania being the topic, then even my hosts or guests, and some of them, at least the ones I've been talking to, if they're able to join, they've been on before. But if they're able to be on this time, best believe you're going to see a different Steve. But we'll see. Like I said, even though I'm getting myself too hyped right now, we'll see how things go out. And I know, like Mark said, he'll let me know each and every day, each and every hour, whatever he wants to do for his updates to me. Because it is best to do it as soon as possible. And whatever he decides and whatever the plan is, and overall, we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Woo. Woo. All right. Jeez. All right. Now back. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live, Randy Orton joining the Wyatt family, having a promo backstage, which, I'm not really the biggest fan of Bray Wyatt. I've said in the past that stuff's been getting old to me. Not that I hate him. It's just that his promos and stuff is just rhetoric, same thing over and over again. Doesn't change too much. And here with Randy Orton joining the family for now. We'll see how long that actually stays. That promo there backstage with Randy Orton and the Wyatt family certainly was interesting. Luke Harper looking like he's plays with Randy joining and him knowing where things are going to be going, or worried about the Viper striking from within, kind of like he kind of did with the Authority and went by after or with Seth Rollins with that feud. So, Mark, what do you think of that promo with the Wyatt family and Randy Orton and everything? And do you think it's going to end up being the way that I think it's going to be with Randy Orton costing Bray Wyatt either in a match or just attacking him in general, being the end game? Because for me, I don't see him being part of the Wyatt family for too long. But yeah, in general, getting back on topics here, what were your thoughts on that promo and Randy Orton being part of the Wyatt family?
Well, I thought it was okay. Like you said, the promos are kind of getting old now. Randy Orton joined the Wyatt family. I didn't even think that was a great idea. They're kind of like two different people. So it's. I just want to see how they're gonna go with it. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna last long. Probably that, or Randy Orton's probably fooling them in a way that they could add more fuel to the fire and lead another matchup in probably TLC, knowing that they're in SmackDown. So I don't know. I hope it's just playing a little trick on Bray Wyatt. I hope it's not like that serious. Maybe it's just for a little bit, but I don't really like it, honestly. I feel like Randy Orton's better just being Randy Orton. I don't see him being on any team or unit other than Evolution. And Evolution was years ago. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just see that that's the way it's going to be ending. Whether it happens at Survivor Series costing there in the men's that one, because that one probably will go. If I had to predict things early, I probably would say the tag team would go to SmackDown Live, the women would go to Raw,
Hmm.
and then the men. Well, we'll see there as we get that squared away. But um, yeah, that's like I said. I just see that being the end game for that feud because this feud's going to continue. They're going to have another match one on one at some point, whether it's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, or wherever. Wyatt Family versus Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton, and then finally hopefully finishing that feud moving forward. Because I know hearing rumors of Randy Orton or AJ Styles being an opponent for the Undertaker for WrestleMania
Mm.
or that stuff like that. I don't know how legitimate those rumors could be. Because, like I said, for me, I think John Cena is going to be the opponent for the Undertaker at WrestleMania 33. But if I had to pick between Randy Orton and AJ Styles to be the Undertaker's opponent, I'd probably go with Randy Orton.
Yeah. Same
But
here.
beyond that, but anything else from Raw or SmackDown Live, Raw, whatever else, or anything at all that you may want to bring to the forefront here in the episode?
Oh well, no, man. I'm out of questions. After that WrestleMania package thing, I was kind of hyped off of that. I got glued to
I'm still hyped.
that. Me too. That's what I kind of lost some of the questions. So right now I'm good.
Yeah, I lost some of my topics and questions over here too, and I even have them written down in my handy dandy notebook. So,
uh,
um, which um, which for those that don't get that reference, I don't know if Mark got the reference. Even though I don't need to share this, it really doesn't matter, but I'm going to. Um, I'm going to, whether you want me to or not. You can't really stop me. I'm live here on YouTube, whatever. Um, but handy dandy notebook, at least from my memory, came from Blue's Clues. I saw that
oh my
when I
gosh,
was a kid.
I remember that.
Blue's Clues. So, yeah, like there's a song
I
from that show
remember that.
that I actually sang. Was it? I don't know if it was today, yesterday, whatever. Just randomly when I was getting the mail from here at the house. Um, but there's that, and then like I said, Handy Dandy Notebook came from there. And then from I think another Disney. There was a Disney show too where that phrase was said too. But I'm just saying that's where I got that. But
Oh,
really, I do have a
Handy
notebook.
Mandy, I think. Was it Handy?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Handy Mandy. I grew up with those shows. Unfortunately, grew up a lot with Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues was my childhood.
Oh yeah, Blues Clues. Yeah, Blues Clues. Yeah, you know what to do.
That was
Oh
my
yeah, it all
childhood.
comes back to me now. But well, for me, my favorite childhood show was Boy Meets World,
Oh yeah. I
and that's
mean,
why
I
I'm
wasn't necessarily at that era, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't necessarily in that era. But I definitely watched it. I definitely watched it. I thought the Girl Meets World. It was cool, but I don't think it could compare to Boy Meets World.
yeah. Oh no, I agree there. And then I don't know if you heard the news of That's So Raven getting a spinoff.
Oh yeah, that was my childhood right there too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, and then Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, when I was a really little kid, and Feliz Navidad. You know, me being Hispanic American, um, actually specifically a Peruvian. But the first time I remember hearing that in general for Christmas related was the Christmas special for Sesame Street way back when. You can actually find clips of that episode on YouTube. I think I have them, or I did have them in my favorites or whatever in my liked playlist or whatever somewhere buried within them. and each or snippets of the episode. But the opening scenes uh, with with Big Bird and the kid and whatever when they're skating there, um,
Mm-hmm.
Feliz Navidad. That's where I remember that from. But I do want to get a Rosetta Stone and be bilingual. Learn my Spanish again.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I'm currently bilingual for the moment. I
Mm,
understand it. Speaking Spanish, I've been up over in Ecuador actually. So
mm. Well,
that was one of the hardest experiences I've ever been in my life. It's just they it's so fluent over there, and I'm not that good at Spanish. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm terrible because I've been learning and speaking Spanish for a long time now. But it's just how quick they say it. I can't catch on to it.
I know when
So that's
we went to Mexico, I learned one phrase to always say in when I was in Mexico, um, and that was "Donde está el baño?" And you always you don't want to forget that one.
Where's the bathroom?
I wasn't old enough to have cervezas, but
uh, yeah. One thing I can say though, it's very fun going to a foreign country.
no, it is.
It's extremely fun. I've been over to what's it, Haiti. Very
Mm.
fun place. Um, I think it was Labadee. I think that's how you say it. Labadee, Haiti. It was an extremely fun place, and honestly, all I thought of. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It was around the same time. It was probably like 2, 3 years after the earthquake that hit Haiti, and all I thought about at that time was the aftermath. So in my head, it was kind of, I'm curious to see how it is right now. And turns out it was a beautiful place. Beautiful people. Really, really nice people. Great area, and it was the complete opposite. So I enjoyed myself, and I will definitely go back there. Just traveling is fun.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, like I
Like
said,
my
a part of my bucket list beyond the WrestleMania, beyond Super Bowl, I have also the Daytona 500,
mhm.
and for traveling, he's traveling all over Europe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's where I would love to go. See here. Oh, other news. I guess we can bring up. I guess this can be the last one of the evening, and then we can go. And since we have WrestleMania packages on our mind, um, the last topic we can bring up here before parting. Stephanie McMahon, while in New York, made a statement that she will be pursuing having or seeing if Ronda Rousey be interested in joining
Oh
WWE.
yeah, I've heard that.
Ronda Rousey is saying that this might be her last fight coming up, or at least one of the last ones. I know we've been talking in the past. Ronda Rousey would be at WrestleMania 33 in any capacity. I know how talking at that point how hard it might be between Vince McMahon and Dana White to make an agreement or whatever that's beneficial for both them and their companies to have Ronda Rousey part of WrestleMania at all this year, let alone having her part of it the previous year. Um, and now if this would be her last fight, and if Stephanie McMahon actually able to get her to join WWE in general, I just think of I would like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I
It
would
would be very cool.
actually enjoy seeing her there and everything like that. Whether it's just for WrestleMania or to actually bring her on, actually sign to WWE as a women superstar, as a WWE superstar, part of the roster, whether it's SmackDown Live or Raw. Either way, that'd be pretty dope. But just want to get your thoughts. Like I said, I wanted to bring that up here before we left. What are your thoughts on that? Would you like the Ronda Rousey in WWE as a superstar? And if you do, what match would you like to see her at if she signed before WrestleMania?
You see, I would love to see her in WWE. I could honestly see it happening, but just not for a long time. Maybe she'll have a Brock Lesnar moment. You know, she'll come, she'll go, she'll come, she'll go. Considering how big she is, it is very possible. I could see her honestly. I mean, just realistically, there kind of is no competition when it comes to her Ronda Rousey going against other female competitors.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna have to say Charlotte. If she did, I would have to choose Charlotte. Just knowing what Charlotte could do in the ring, with she's, her skills, her abilities, it'd be an interesting match. You know, a lot of submissions, definitely, just definitely a lot of submissions. Um, I think that would be the match I'd be most excited for. Would be Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey because I want to see how it will go down.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Her, I guess Charlotte's, maybe for the Raw Women's title. Who knows?
I could see Ronda winning that one.
All right, then we'll call it a wrap. Mark, will let everybody know they can follow you on Twitter and otherwise social media and such.
Well, you can find me on my Twitter at LooneyTunes163. From there, I do a lot of reaction requests. Just recently, you know, I was scrolling through my YouTube and got another reaction request. So if you guys want to hit me up on my YouTube channel, which is Mark Rambo, ask for anything you want me to look up and react to. I got you within a week or so when it comes to actually having it up. My Instagram is Mark_Rambo39. Haven't really been on there as much, but I promise I'll, come back, be a little bit more consistent. Just a lot going on, life right now. But that is not anything of an excuse. Like I said, my YouTube is Mark Rambo. You guys can subscribe there. If you guys have any questions, you can hit both my Twitter and my Instagram, and even my YouTube. Um, you can hit me up there. And my now is Mark Rambo. Sometimes I go live. I went live for The Walking Dead. If you guys ever watched that, I don't know if it's up there. Could be kind of mad if it wasn't. But every now and then I do some nows when I have some leisure time. And from there, you guys could just talk. I have Snap. If you guys hit me up on the other social medias, I'll give you my Snap. And from there, we just have a good time.
Nice. Yeah, I was on now for a little bit. I haven't actually done that for a while. Maybe I might get back on there, see what's up. Maybe talk a little bit politics, talk sports. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see if I have time for even to do that. But everybody, welcome to follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast. Tomorrow I'll be doing Talking Packers with Steve, my podcast there for Week 10 of the NFL season. My predictions are there. Next week, obviously, the same time, same channel, same place for Steve's Wrestling Ramble, 8 p.m. Central here on Thursdays. Closer and closer to Survivor Series, like I said, November 17th. It's going to have the big episode, mega episode, full house here. We'll see. To predict Survivor Series, a pay-per-view that to me hasn't been one of the top four, but hopefully this year he can actually try to earn that billing and be one of the best that WWE has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your week. And as always, take care.